Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer, and today we are talking about the new moon. It's on January 29. It's at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and this also marks the year of the wood snake. What does that mean for you? That's what we're going to talk about. First, I want to say really thank you so much for so many of you sending me notes and emails that you were worried about me with the fires going on in Los Angeles. Currently, I live in San Diego County, so I'm far from the fires. I am from Los Angeles, so I spent many years in the San Fernando Valley, and it is really heartbreaking to see all of the devastation that's happening. So thank you so much for all of your positive energy. Hi everyone, it's Donna Stellhorn. I just wanted to tell you really quickly that I have changed things up because of some requests and because I'm doing a lot of Uranus. And so this is just the overview video, and then your individual sign video is a separate video. This should make your individual sign easier to find. And that's it. Back to the video. Lunar New Year, or Chinese New Year, always falls on the new moon in Aquarius, and so sometimes it falls in January and sometimes it's in February. This year it's going to be on January 29th. So last year was Yang Wood Dragon, and this year is going to be Yin Wood Snake. And even though seeing pictures side by side, the animals look similar, the energy is quite different. And then also, I should point out here that Chinese astrology is quite different than Western astrology. Western astrology is very much about cycles and the movement of planets, and Chinese astrology is more like a calendar of different energies. So there is a specific energy for every year, month, day, and hour. So sometimes in Western astrology, it's hard to get a theme for the year because all of these cycles are happening and sometimes overlapping. But we do know, looking ahead at 2025, we do have some very significant, I'm going to say tumultuous energy in 2025 because we have a lot of slow-moving planets that are changing signs. But in Chinese astrology, we're able to get a theme for the year. And so with the Yin Wood Snake, the theme is flexibility. And this means that we need to be adaptable and willing to change so that we can deal with the new circumstances that are happening. So as I mentioned, that the Western astrology chart is showing us a lot of very disruptive energy that is coming up in 2025. And that is because Pluto has already changed signs. And by the time you see this video, the North Node and South Node will have changed signs. And then over the course of 2025, we're going to have Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn, and Jupiter all change signs. Now, Jupiter does change signs every year, but I'm including it because Jupiter tends to increase the size of whatever it's touching. Now, the interesting thing is that except for Pluto and the North Node, all of the rest of these are going to go retrograde, and most of them are going to enter the new sign and then backtrack back into the old sign. So in 2025, while we do have very disruptive energy, the energy is more of, everybody saying change is coming, and then we backtrack and the change doesn't happen. Not quite yet. That the change will really occur in 2026. So this will give you a heads up about what's going to change and give you time to prepare. Now, when I was talking about the Chinese astrology, the difference between the dragon and the snake is that the dragon, of course, can fly. The dragon can, become gigantic and do all these magical things, whereas the snake lives on the ground. And so the snake is highly sensitive and feels all the vibrations, the footsteps, whatever's going on, the snake feels. And so the energy becomes much more about defensiveness and watchfulness and carefulness during 2025. And that doesn't mean that it's necessary for you to not change. It is to start to feel your way to make changes, because then you have the momentum for when we get to 2026 and change really starts to happen. So when we look at this energy of the Yin Wood Snake, along with Western astrology, which shows so many slow-moving planets changing signs, what we see is a lot of people are going to be quite nervous about what's going on. But you're watching this video, so you understand that this is just a time of change. And so looking at your own life, start to figure out things that you could change. And you can start with very small things, a new route to work, a new type of food, a new time to get up in the morning. Just small things to get yourself into the momentum and the actual joy of change. And this is something you particularly want to do if you feel stuck. When I feel stuck, the thing that really dislodges me is not some big sweeping change, but the smaller changes. So just to get things rolling. So, and they are going to feel like they're not practical because, they take more time or they take more money, but they actually open up so many avenues. Of course, if you want help interpreting what's going to be happening for you in 2025, I do readings. There is a link in the description. Also, when you're on my website, consider signing up for my newsletter. The newsletter comes out weekly. There are tips and information, plus the different aspects that are happening for the week. And so I encourage you to sign up for that. There's a link to your individual sign video in the description, and I will see you soon.